Hi, and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name is Nick.
And my name is Chris. And Nick, what have we got in store today?
Today we are taking another look at Vechain. This is a fantastic little project that we like to keep an eye on. And basically, we're talking about something that was published with a new partnership. Just not with the standard kind of partnership that you would expect, though. This is government level partnership, so really interesting. We want to kind of get through what this is all about. But as always, go ahead and smash that like button if you are really big on Vechain. Love the project, love the use cases and the real world utility. And as always, if you haven't done so yet, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. By doing so, you'll be kept up to date with all the videos and live streams that we do here on Cheeky Crypto. Chris, with that said, shall we jump over to the market, see what's been going on for the last 24 hours, and then jump straight into Vechain?
Yeah, definitely. This is huge news. Let's get straight into it, Nick.
Perfect. Right, so here we are on the coin market cap, and we can see that the market cap for all crypto has increased to 455 billion. So slightly up on yesterday, and this actually did touch the 460 earlier today. And has come down 5 billion or so, tiny drop in the ocean really. But the Bitcoin dominance is at 64.3, so that's slightly up on the day as well. And if we go down here, you can see the majority of the tokens that we're watching here are green. Bitcoin slightly green here at 3.5, Ethereum 5%, XRP 0.7, Chainlink 1.9, ADA 1.4, Stellar at 2.14, Vechain 1.65, Algorand 1.9, Ren slightly down at 2.3, Zilliqa up at 1.3, Hedera Hashgraph up at 1.6, RSR up at 2.6. Then there's a red section here of SingularityNet down 10, Fetch AI down 0.6, Solve down 0.7, One Harmony down 0.9, Polymath down 20%, and V4 down 1.35. But, you know, Vechain here is performing well. It's at 1.65 for the last 24 hours and 23.65 for the 7 days. So pretty good there. Now, if we have a look at the Vechain to the USD graph here, we can see we've got the fib retracement on from the low of June and the the yearly high here in August here. So what this is showing us is that actually we're trading right down here in this zone, and we're testing this level, and it's been tested multiple times, but we're constantly here and we're unable to kind of close above it currently. We had this little breakout in this area, but we're unable to sustain it, and we went back under. You can see here it was tested there, and it was tested here again, just not closing above it. And at this point here, it was also tested as a resistance level. We kind of had this weird little anomaly, and then obviously it was tested here. Now this is a key area. This is the 23% on the fib retrace, and we're trying to basically breach it and to say so we can trade in between the 23 and the 38 in that kind of sense. Now we've been basically just trading in a bit of a sideways motion here. We had this huge dip coming down here, and this is what we saw with that 7-day growth coming. Basically we're just pulling back to what we were at before. So what we want to do is we want to see this come back through and up into this direction, and you know, I'm relatively confident, but at the moment, you know, we just need to kind of pierce this, and it's just being tested quite strongly here. It's been tested so many times. I do believe it's only a matter of time before we actually do break through it again, and it might just be that we need a little bit of extra help from an external source such as Coinbase listing, for example. I put it out there. We're still on Coinbase Watch, aren't we, Chris?
We are. I'm heavily on Coinbase Watch.
Exactly. So, you know, I'm happy, you know, for this to happen. You know, ultimately we're not investors. You know, we don't tend to focus too much on the charts per se, but you know, something that could happen is Coinbase gets listed, so it lists a Vechain as a token, and then it just take off from there really, as we have seen some other small value tokens do very, very well from the attention that Coinbase can create. So pretty good stuff. Now, Chris, if we just get into the article here, this is what we're talking about. So Vechain partners with Chinese government to develop a health platform to fight the virus. So, you know, this isn't like a partnership. Oh, you know, Vechain have partnered with BMW, very big entity, or partnering up with something like Walmart China. This is just the government. This is just Chinese government. They're partnering up with the biggest player that they can find, basically, in China at this point. I'm going to probably murder this, but I'm going to go with 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗧𝗬. Provincial government will build a platform for global health system based on Vechain. Vechain partner 𝗕𝗪𝗔𝗂𝗘 signs a cooperation with Chinese companies to implement risk control solutions. So during the last week, an economic cooperation conference has been held in Hlaobei province, China. Important entities and companies from the Asian country, representatives of the European governments and representatives of the Chinese government have met. The priority of the conference was the pandemic and everything that's going to be post-virus and what's the post-virus world look like. And Vechain will play a key role in that future. So if this doesn't make you bullish, I'm not sure what will, to be honest with you. Maybe Coinbase listing, but you never know. I keep going to that. So a delegation from I'm going to murder it, so I apologize. Hlaobei province government, led by the region's vice governor, and I'm just going to glance over the names because I know I'm just going to murder them and I'm just not going to do it justice. So I'm just going to leave that on the screen and you guys will know what I mean if I skip the names. That's why. But they basically met with executives from Vechain and its partners 𝗕𝗪𝗔𝗂𝗘 as part of the conference. In the meeting, they discussed the use of digital tools to build a strong public health system that, as Vechain Technology noted, will contribute to post-pandemic economic stimulation. And this is also something that's Solve are trying to do with blockchain technology and advancements in technology and healthcare. And Vechain is one of a couple that you can see doing wonderful things for the healthcare systems around the world. So really, really good stuff. So the Vice Governor highlighted the importance of company initiatives to develop prevention and control tools in the pandemic. In that sense, he indicated that the measures should be an intrinsic part of public health system. So, you know, Vechain believes that supply chain traceability solutions and closed loop of public information are the key to public health system of the future. And Vechain's partner 𝗕𝗪𝗔𝗂𝗘 proposed to implement a risk management standard, data and application measures developed by international health experts and certified by Vechain's blockchain through a self-risk management platform. So, you know, Senior Vice President of 𝗕𝗪𝗔𝗂𝗘, I think it means 𝗕𝗪𝗔𝗂𝗘, group said, the prevention and control of the epidemic requires the coordination and management of people, goods, and yards. At present, there is already a health code for panel or personnel management. There is an urgent need to establish health code for goods and yards. Standardized and digital management tools can effectively establish a complete public health system under the guidance of the government. Through multi-party governance, epidemic prevention and control can be achieved. What I was pausing a few times there as my brain was trying to come up with, is it an epidemic? Is it a pandemic? Which one are we going with? As we're confusing matters slightly, but at least it is in my head. But it is quite late here, so I'll just chalk that up to being tired, I think. But Vechain's CEO, Sunny Lu, said that the blockchain company will drive the risk management and supply chain traceability platform. According to Lu, Vechain will be vital in the post-virus China 19. Not sure what that's all about, but Okay, weird way of saying it. The new environment requires an innovative management model. Vechain's blockchain technology can ensure the transparency, security, and credibility of all critical information, increase the cost of data fraud to infinitely high, and minimize the cost of supervision. And that's actually a really good point. When it comes to blockchain technology, etc., it's so expensive to actually try to steal that data that it's almost pointless in thieves trying, right? So really good point there that it says the increased cost of fraud is going to be really high. So DNVGL and Vechain win new partners. So at the conference, new enterprise level partnerships were also consolidated to use the virus risk management solution developed by Vechain and DNVGL. The latter company has signed a cooperation memorandum with 4 major Chinese partners. So you have Hankou North Import and Export Services Co. Limited, 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘 Agricultural Science and Trade Co. Limited, and Shanghai Fosun High Tech Group Co. I probably murdered all of those, apologies. The partners will use the solutions and methods developed by DNVGL and Vechain to manage risk control, security of the food supply chain, and hotel services. DNVGL Healthcare China CEO Bo said these 4 companies basically have one common feature, that is they are all interested in digital management. Then combined with the standardized methods that DNVGL has achieved in the medical industry for many years, they can achieve more efficient risk control and build confidence in development. It is also an urgent need for enterprises now and in the future. The objective data is extracted and uploaded to the blockchain system through the data sensors and the Internet of Things. So really incredible news there, to be honest with you, Chris. They are moving mountains, Vechain, with everything that they are doing with regards to, not just healthcare, but supply chain, authentication. And it's absolutely fantastic to see, not just one blockchain project, but multiple kind of moving towards the healthcare sector.
Yeah, and that was great translation from Mandarin, by the way. It was good.
Yeah. Anyway, hopefully, guys, you found this useful and informative. We are obviously incredibly bullish on Vechain. We think this is going places in the future, and is definitely a key project that is going to be around for many, many years based on everything that we've read up on. So it's just really positive to see that they're still moving forward in yet another industry and really kind of hitting it home. Not sure if you disagree, Chris, but I think it's really positive news for Vechain and kind of making Vechain more well known. I'm not sure it's going to lead to mass adoption, but it's definitely going to make Vechain stand out in the crowd.
Yeah, for me it definitely does, and I think for me this is one of the projects that I'm invested in, and obviously this is my biggest bag, which shows how much I value the actual project, and for me it's another sign that I don't have anything to worry about, and I'm invested in the right project. The partnerships, I mean, you don't get much bigger than this. For me, so and they've got some massive partnerships already when you consider Walmart China, BMW, Renault. I could go on and on.
So an extensive list of partnerships, but I think it's fantastic everything they're doing in terms of trying to push multi industries forward in blockchain space. So hopefully, guys, you found this useful and informative. If you are a big Vechain fan, hold a big bag of vet like Chris and myself, go ahead and smash that like button and show Chris just how much you really are a big fan of Vechain. And as always, do go ahead and subscribe to the channel. By doing so, you'll be kept up to date with all of the videos and live streams that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. And with that said, we hope everyone has a fantastic day, and we'll catch you all in the next one.
Super. Take care, everyone.